Alright, so 2021 is finally here. It's been a while since I've last made a video, but I was kind of thinking, it's been almost a year since I really started to take photography seriously. I started around 2020, no, sorry, 2019, around September-ish is when I started to actually take photos, and I would say around January or November, December, January is when I really started to get super into photography and started actually investing quite a lot of money into it. So I thought I would look back kind of over the past year and a bit to see how my work has progressed and kind of to give an idea to people how you can how much you can progress and just how much your style and artistic choices can change. So yeah, I'm just gonna hop onto my Instagram and kind of scroll back through my feed and see, just go through the majority or my favorite pictures, kind of, or what I think were important pictures to me at least, and just comment about them quickly and say, my thoughts and opinions on them. So this here is the first photo I have ever uploaded to Instagram. It's of an old BM E30, very nice. I think a 318i. I got into photography because I wanted to be automotive photographer because I'm a huge car petrol head basically, and I thought to myself, like, photography and doing automotive photography, it's kind of like combining two passions into one. Overall, very clean edits, not over the top, super simple. At this point, like, I was barely editing the photos. I thought, like, straight out of camera was pretty good. This was shot on a A5100 with the kit lens. Oh, so this was just a couple of weeks later, I believe, and this was shot at the Cars and Coffee, and again with the A5100, the kit lens, and this is, believe it or not, a straight out of camera, just Lightroom and exported. I thought this photo looked so good. The lighting was pretty much amazing, and I was like, I remember when I took this and I finally exported and opened it up on my computer, I'm like, oh my god, this looks like it could be an advert. All right, so light bulb and some and some neon lights in the background. So this is November, and essentially I upgraded already to a A7 II because, like, I was just so in love with photography. I wanted to become a photographer, and so I sold my A5100. Actually made a little bit profit on it. Upgraded to an A7 II, and I was just messing around with full frame, trying to understand all the settings. The menu system wasn't the same, so I had to learn again. Pretty simple shot, just me messing around basically. So once again, still November. I'm pretty happy with this photo, I would say. Definitely, when I started to really get into street photography, I would go out almost every weekend and shoot for a couple of hours, just walking around taking photos of people, candid shots. And so there's just this guy on his little tuk-tuk rickshaw thing, and he happened to look at me, and I thought it was pretty nice. Colors, teal and orange, of course. If you're Sony, there's no way that it's almost like a ritual, like you gotta go through that teal and orange phase before you can consider yourself an official photographer. All right, so now we're into December. This is just a landscape shot. I actually quite like this photo. I just thought the colors, like, I was just messing around in Lightroom, and again, I thought the colors, like, very nice, saturated and bright colors. So it really reminded me kind of like a anime kind of aesthetic, something you would see. Overall, pretty basic, just me experimenting. So this is still December, and I was just walking around the mall, and there happened to be this old man in a bookstore looking at a bunch of newspapers, and the lighting was perfect. They just had like one single light shining down on this guy, and it got that really nice natural vignette, and, like, really proud of this photo. Not much I would change. Maybe the colors, it's a little bit too bluish for my taste now, but still definitely really like this. Pretty happy with this. But anyways, so this photo, this is when I got my 28 f2, because I was like, oh, the kit lens is straight poo-poo. I need to get an actual fast lens. So I decided, hey, 28 f2, because I could actually use it for videos, and I wanted that, nice bokeh in the background, depth of field. And so I saw a couple of photos of just, people like, oh, throw this thing up in the air, high shutter speed, levitation. Pretty simple stuff, but you can see I was just messing around and playing with ideas. So this is still February. This is just like a couple weeks later. I went to Bangkok and met my friend, and his condo had like a nice rooftop kind of view. So I went up there and took a bunch of long exposures. Once again, very blue photos. I would definitely change those, and as well. Like, you know, I just didn't really know how to take long exposures. Like, that was just kind of like my first attempt at them, you know, kind of like cityscapes. I really do like the kind of glowing effect the city gives off. As you can see, like, it kind of that graduate, not gradient, not graduated. I was thinking about graduated filter. Sorry, I meant the gradient in the sky. How the top of the picture is like almost kind of black, and then it slowly fades to this nice light blue because of the city lights. Really, really nice. Happy with that. Okay, so this is in February again, and I'm a little bit disappointed with this. Not for the reasons you're thinking, but basically there was this competition hosted by some Australian photography YouTubers, North Borders, 7th Era, and I think Hayden Peterson as well. And so, you know, the winner was going to go on a road trip with them, and it was being sponsored by Epidemic Sound. So I was like, damn, how can I incorporate this their kind of like, what I wanted to do was incorporate their logo into, or something to do with their company into the photo, right? And so I remember I was just like up all night, couldn't sleep, thinking about what can I do to, what's like a cool creative concept. And I just saw this, and so I saw dry ice, an ad for dry ice or something like that, and I was like, oh, I've got to do this. Really, really happy with this. This definitely looks like something like straight out of a magazine or an ad. Really, really happy with this. Again, this is around the same time, but I just uploaded it in March. This is my sister, actually. We messed around with some light painting, pretty edgy. I actually really like the kind of like not over the top blues, like the colors and the tone, you know, like very moody contrast, high contrast. Really, really like the colors and the way I edited this. Definitely pretty happy with this. So this is around the middle of March, and just actually not a self-portrait, sorry, a portrait that my sister took of me. And I really messed around with a lot of dodging and burning on this photo. Overall, yeah, really happy with this. Not much I would change at all, actually. I think this did past 2020, Daniel did a really good job on this one. Okay, so this is March again, and this is when I got my DJI Mavic Mini, and I just kind of wanted to practice some product photography. So I took a look at this, and I just looked at the drone, and I was like, you know, it's small, it's compact. So I thought, oh, I'll just do a photo shoot on my desk. Had a little LED strip in the back. Honestly, I'm really happy with this. I probably wouldn't change much, apart from the fact that like the background is a little bit gross, and like, you know, with the LED strip and keyboard, but like the colors and the actual edit on this, perfect. I wouldn't change a thing, actually. So we are into May now, and again, I'm really happy with this set. Not much I would change about it. This is actually when I first discovered, thanks to my friend Ed. Go check him out, please. What camera calibration is. He basically, you know, I was trying to edit these photos that I took. Composition wise, I'm really happy with these. There's a little bit of room for improvement, but overall it's seriously like pretty good. I think I wouldn't change much about it, apart from a few things, you know, positioning and maybe the posing. All right, so here we go. June now. This shoot was really, really awesome. I was looking for photo locations, and I found a abandoned airplane graveyard, kind of, and there was just this big plane there, and got my boy Harley to climb on top and sit on the front. And I really think this looks like some kind of like movie poster, or like an album cover or EP cover. Really, really like this. It looks super sick. Not a huge fan of the tones or the colors now. I would probably change that up a little bit, but at the time I thought it was cool, you know, teal and orange. Okay, so this is in July again, towards the end of July. Actually, my first attempt at rollers ever. I just really wanted to go out and shoot cars, so I got my friend's Harley's Mercedes, and just hanging out of the back of my friend's car in the trunk, you know, just holding the camera like that, and just took a bunch of shots. And really, really happy with this one. I tagged Mercedes, and they actually sent me a little souvenir package, which was nice. So this is now the middle of August. I was really, really preoccupied with this project. I was working with a local restaurant, and so this was my first attempt ever, believe it or not, at food photography. It looks amazing. I really like this. Not much I would change, apart from maybe adding some extra props in the background, but honestly, the colors and the just the overall tone of the image and the mood, I wouldn't change a thing about that. Just the composition and maybe the background, add a few more things here and there, but seriously really good. Now we're into September, so pretty much a whole month was dedicated to that. And this is when I really started to get into portrait photography. And again, I got more into teals and oranges. Not teals, yeah, teals and oranges. So this set, I really like it. You know, golden hour, really nice, kind of like dreamy kind of feel, you know, playing around with the clarity slider. And this is when I really started to mess around, like I just mentioned, with the clarity slider. I just uploaded a video recently about that, on how I get that kind of effect. It looks really nice. Really happy with these. Composition and posing, yeah, there's a few rooms for improvement, but overall I think really good. Not much I would change about it. So this is from the same shoot, but just in the evening. Huge like Brandon Wolfel inspiration here. I knew who he was, but I wasn't really inspired by him. I just kind of like was messing around and saw, oh, bokeh, and then I took it and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna look exactly like Brandon Wolfel. But still, really nice photo. I'm really happy with the skin tones in this, you know, the lights and everything like that. So we're into October now, and just the street photography set. I was quite happy with this one. I really loved the photo of the woman in the wedding dress. There was like some kind of pre-wedding or like engagement shoot. I saw a bunch of photographers there, and I just kind of decided to take a photo, and I thought it was really nice, you know, kind of like telling its own little story, just that photo there. All right, so now we're into November. Really happy with this photo. The moon and the shooting star are obviously fake. The sky is a little bit over edited. I mean, not over edited to the point where like I overdid it, but more so in the sense that it doesn't really look like that in real life. There was definitely like a gradient in the sky, you know. One side was, the left side I think was like kind of like a more very light kind of like pastel pink, and the sky was kind of greenish, so I just kind of enhanced the colors. All right, so now we're into November. Oh wait, the last one, that was November, sorry. The end of November, I went on a trip with my girlfriend to Bangkok, and I wanted to take a bunch of travel photos. I really started to mess around with Photoshop, and like kind of like as you saw in the photo earlier with the moon, and kind of try to more so perfect my photos, you know, in post. Really edit them a lot. Really good photographers who do this are Ichban and Demas. I really love their work. Le Mans fan as well. Their kind of style of where they take a photo and they just completely edit it and turn it into like it's almost like an art piece is really inspirational, and I really like that. Hopefully one day I hope I can reach to their kind of like level. We're into December now, and actually these photos I uploaded in January, but these were taken in December. Just more portrait photos that I did. Pretty happy with this set. I tried to stray away from the super over edited, like, you know, teal and orange, and try to kind of build more of my own unique style. I do love the teal and orange. I think it's nice, but the only problem I have with it is too many people do it, so I feel like it's not really unique. And so I'm trying to get a nice mix between those very nice dark and moody high contrast edits and the teal and oranges. So, you know, I want more natural looking blues, right? So not so teal, but at the same time I want those oranges and that kind of color balance, I'd say, between the teal and orange. So I'm trying to figure out what kind of color combination, you know, little less blue and a little less orange. Probably one of my favorite sets, just orange light shining on her face, and the blue, it's like, oh, it looks super. I know it's teal and orange, and I complain about teal and orange a lot, but listen to me, all right? The lights are teal and orange. There's nothing I can do about that. that's just the color naturally. But I'm really happy with how the kind of like moodiness composition turned out. Really, there's nothing I would really change about these, apart from maybe touching up and removing some of the background, so the background is just black. But seriously, amazing. Really happy with this. And you know, I'm just, in general, I'm super happy with how far I've come. It's just been an amazing journey. Really interesting to kind of see and look back on how I've changed and how much I've improved. I've improved so much in 1 year. And you know, it's not like, I wouldn't say like, okay, I believe that I'm a little bit, I wouldn't say it's talented, but I just have an eye for photography, because, you know, I grew up and I was like super in love with films. You know, I watched so many films when I was a kid, and I got into video editing, right? Making like editing video game montages and stuff like that. So I understood I had basic understanding of cinematography. I mean, like, it's nothing that you can't learn within a few weeks or a month, right? So, you know, everything I've learned is from YouTube and just from myself, you know, just practicing. Seriously, experience is the best teacher, and I think that's about it. I mean, hopefully I've inspired some of you to continue to do photography. I know it can be tough at times where you're in a creative rut and you don't really want to or don't feel motivated, but seriously, if you just push through it sometimes and force yourself to kind of like, hey, you know, once the ball's rolling, it's really hard to stop. Thanks guys. If you like, and subscribe for more.